Hey guys, Stephen, TheSalonGuy here, and today I've got a new tutorial for you. I've got actor Justin Theroux. He's on the HBO series The Leftovers, and also on this month's cover of Details magazine. So I'm ready to go. Let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the clippers. Now, I want to keep this relatively on the longer buzz side, not too short. So I'm going to use probably like a number 4, or you can even use a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way through here, all the way around throughout the back to the other side. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this in using scissor over comb, and I'm going to pick up right where the line of demarcation stopped, where I stopped with the clippers, and I'm just going to work my hand upwards with the comb, moving simultaneously. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this. This is probably about, I'd say, and ½ an inch in length right into the sides and the back, and I'm gonna blend this in by hand all the way up to the corners to where it's about probably 3/4 of an inch right all the way through around here. So I want to keep this nice and tight, but I like doing it by hand because it will allow for a great style and so it doesn't look too short. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the back part in through here, in through the top back part of the head in through here. And how I'm doing that is I'm combing everything straight out from the head, and I'm cutting it to where now it's about 1 inch in length. So we're going from, I'd say, ½ an inch all the way 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to work right into this panel, right in through here. I'm cutting towards the face because I want to follow the head shape like this. And then once we're done with this, we're going to work in through the top section. Alright, now that this is connected in, what I'm going to do now is work throughout the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull everything straight up, and I'm going to cut it to where it's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches the most in length. So I'm working in this pattern, which is basically pulling it straight up and cutting it horizontally. And I'm going to continue to work towards the front of the head this way, towards the face, by simply pulling everything straight up and cutting straight across. So once we're done in this panel here, then we're going to work into the corners and blend in the sides. Alright, so now that the top area is cut, we're going to now work in through the corners in through here. And all we're doing is we're going to follow the roundness of the head, and we're going to pull everything straight out like this, and we're just cutting off that corners just to kind of round the shape so it has a nice blend into it. Okay, so just continue to do this from the front here all the way into the back, and then you can extend down if you have to, just to make sure it's blended in where you left off with the clippers down into here. And you can do that like this, or you can do it like always. I like to go in and finish it off scissor over comb, okay? And how you do that is you just comb this all straight down this way, comb it all straight down, and then you can visually see if it's too heavy, if anything needs to be blended in. So there's a couple of pieces in areas into here that just want to really tighten up and blend in a little bit better, and I'm doing it by hand. So everything usually does come back to doing scissor over comb and blending this in. This is essential for any men's haircut, is you really have to go back in and really double check this and really put the extra touches in here, because this really does make a difference, especially when you're blending in the sides in through the corners up here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and then do a little bit of texturizing, and we'll almost be done. Alright, now I'm just going to go in and use the thinning shears to blend this in a little bit better, and also to texturize it. And the way you texturize this is just you can make little twists and chop into it like this. You don't want to go too far down to the scalp and too far towards the ends. You want to get kind of like right in the middle, okay? So just do this throughout the whole head, and then the same thing, scissor over comb throughout the sides and the corners. This really adds a nice, really soft blend to everything. I highly suggest doing this on all men's haircuts because it really does smooth things out. And as it grows out, it just makes it a lot softer and doesn't have any harsh lines, okay? So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to style it, and then we'll be finished. Alright, what I'm doing now is I'm using the Tea Tree Shaping Cream, and it's a light cream, it's a light paste. I love using this product. I'm just going to work it through like this, right in my palm of my hands, and then I'm going to start right in throughout the back here, and the sides. I'm just gonna kind of work this all down and then work towards the front this way. All right, because sometimes people work towards the front first and they end up putting too much product in it and it looks too much. All right, so I just want to shape this down a little bit like this. Finally, do this little, piecing here in the front here. Just kind of rough it up a little bit so it's not so solid. And then we have the finished look. All right, guys, so I just want to spin this around. As you can see here, what I did is probably use like a number 4 guard on the clippers. Went to about right here. Did that all the way throughout the back like this. All the way throughout the back and the other side here, and then blended by hand into the top to where it goes to about ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Then the whole top in through here is about an inch, I'd say 1.5 inches, and then slightly longer, 1 3/4 inches maybe throughout the front here, okay? But a lot of it is pretty much even. Then I went in and texturized it with a thinning shear, give it some nice texture, and use a dry paste. If you do want to find out how to do this, so you want this style, bring a picture of him into your hairstylist, your barber, and show them the picture. They'll know what to do. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. You guys need to subscribe so I can interact with you. And also, I see all of your requests. I see all your comments. I'm not ignoring you guys, but to be honest with you, I can't keep up. Things are growing so much for me because of all of you. I can't keep up with the comments and the requests. I'm getting at least 50 requests a day. Ranges from like sometimes more than that, sometimes less than that, but I'm trying my best for you guys. And sometimes I'm gonna do things that you're not requesting just because something I'm interested in. So I appreciate the support, I appreciate the love, and I'll see you guys next time for more tutorials with the Salon Guy.